Our respected chief guest, Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo, has arrived.
She will be here any moment. So she is just on her way and then we will welcome her. So I would request everyone, as soon as Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo comes, please stand up. Our chief guest has arrived here, Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo. I welcome our honorable chief guest, Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo. Alright, Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo hails from a well-known and highly respected Anglo-Indian family of Jabalpur. Her father, late Mr. A. Limos, retired as a Director General of the Post and Telegraph Department and was an MLA representing the Anglo-Indian Committee for 2 tenures. Mrs. Lobo's husband, late Mr. G. Lobo, was the principal of Ajmer Military School under the Ministry of Defence. Mrs. Lobo was born on the 30th of December. She completed her senior Cambridge from St. Joseph's Convent, Jabalpur, and thereafter proceeded to finish her teacher's training from St. Joseph's Convent, Nagpur. She founded Tiny Tot School in 1977 after the demise of her husband. Today, the school is well known by the name of Leonard Higher Secondary School and has its branches at various places in Jabalpur. Mrs. L.B. Lobo has served as an educationist for the past 35 years and is at present the president of Leonard Memorial Education Society. She is the manager of Leonard Higher Secondary School, Civil Lines, and administrator of Leonard High School, Bilehri, Jabalpur. She is also the chairperson of the Government Women's Polytechnic, Jabalpur. She has a loving family of 2 sons, 1 daughter, and 4 grandchildren. Mrs. Lobo is an eminent social worker and works tirelessly for the upliftment of the poor and underprivileged sections of the society, especially widows and their children. Appreciating her as a dedicated social worker and recognizing her work as an asset to the state, the government of Madhya Pradesh has nominated Mrs. L.B. Lobo as the MLA to represent the Anglo-Indian community in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Besides being the nominated MLA from the BJP, Mrs. L.B. Lobo has also been honored by the State Minority Commission of MP by appointing her as President of the Women's Core Group. During her tenure as a nominated MLA, Mrs. L.B. Lobo has reached out to every section of society, especially the weaker and underprivileged people in various districts of Madhya Pradesh, and has left no stone unturned to ensure their upliftment in the society and social and economic well-being. We welcome you, ma'am.
May I request the dignitaries to join the dais?
Okay, now I would request our chief guest, Dr. Lobo, Mrs. L.B. Lobo, and Dr. Rekha Verma, the Managing Director, to please come on the dais. And then I would request all the dignitaries. So I would request Dr. Pratibha Kumar, the Administrator, Mahakoshal Arts College, to please join the dais. I would request Mr. R.P. Pandey, the Principal of Kalaniketan, to please come and join the dais. I would request Dr. Abha Pandey, HOD English, Mahakoshal Arts College, to please come and join the dais. I would now request the President of the Institute of Foreign Languages, Dr. Prakta Vishwakarma, to please come and join the dais. Thank you, everyone. And
Now I would request Dr. Rekha Verma to address the gathering.
Honorable Mrs. Lorraine B. Lobo, our guest of honor this evening, the dignitaries on the dais, guests, my dear friends, and most loving students. I would like to share my thoughts with you this evening. I would like to say that from the day we are born, or be it the day of the genesis of mankind, the utmost thing that matters is communication. And from that day to this very moment and the eons ahead, communication will continue to grow and evolve. Language is the one thing that truly defines the distinction of the human beings, and it is as great a responsibility as it is a boon to utilize, unite, and respect it. As it stands, that skill is learned and experienced through communication. The unique talents that people possess pass on through language. As the Japanese spread their knowledge of technology, as the Russians pass their expertise in space science and technology, and also the German treasure chest of auto mechanics. There is a Chinese saying which goes in this way: to learn a language is to have one more window from which to look out at the world. Here, at the Institute of Foreign Languages, we strive to achieve a goal that defines us from our roots. It has been 11 years since our humble beginnings with just one thought in our minds: to impart the knowledge of languages to the people of Jabalpur. And we are proud to say that today, not only the people of Jabalpur, but the rest of India, but the students from abroad have also been the alma mater and even acquaintances to us. As the saying goes, words are the leaves of the tree of language, of which, if some fall away, a new succession takes their place. The Institute of Foreign Languages treads on a very thin line, which it intends to broaden as we not only impart knowledge of the most in vogue languages on earth, but also we cherish a belief as to promote languages that are on the verge of falling into oblivion. As Elias Canetti said, there is no such thing as an ugly language. Today, I hear every language as if it were the only one. And when I hear of one that is dying, it overwhelms me as though it were the death of the earth. 12 years ago, when I was in full swing of chasing my passion of languages, I realized that so many people in this city, talented over the roof, were held back due to the barrier created by languages. And in order to break this barrier and embrace new possibilities, I took the first step to impart my learning, to contribute to the greater good and bring the talent the people of this city possess to the stage of the world and at par with today. As Oliver Wendell Holmes said, language is the blood of the soul into which thoughts run and out of which they grow. Today, where we stand, I would like to thank each and every individual that helped me to create a scenario wherein communication is no longer a barrier that holds down a bird from spreading their wings and scanning the 7 seas. And finally, I would like my colleagues of the academic to join hands with us in imparting the knowledge of languages and dissolving lingual boundaries. Thank you.